Clark, and I'm an Aries. Ding.
I saw that. Honey, you're home.
So, I guess, well, now with Hunter and Bobby gone, clearly Mack is going to be crazy affected by that. Do you think, I mean, we saw him a bit in a leadership role. Do you think he's kind of go now more in that route after they leave?
I think there are flashes of him in a leadership role, but the thing is like, even when we saw him step up, he was very reluctant to do so. Because I think Mack has a respect of order. If he's called upon to be in a leadership role, he will do so. But I think he has no problem in doing what's best for the team in whatever service that may be.
Huh? I love it. I think he was such an amazing director.
Right
I was watching the episode going, damn, he's really good at this. I better get back off that planet. Guy's gonna move into my room.
Is there anything you can tell us about Mack and his brother?
A little bit, right? What?
We both died.
Come on, Henry! No, Henry! Come on, but then I bring you back using the Tahiti protocols. What can you say?
I can say that the one thing we talked about before was S.H.I.E.L.D. is like being in the CIA. The thing is, you can't tell people, oh, I'm in S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm part of S.H.I.E.L.D. So what the writers wanted to do is explore the other side of S.H.I.E.L.D. when you're not working, your personal history with your families and things of that nature. But if you imagine,
and the toll it takes on your family when you vanish for months at a time.
You're gone for a long time. Imagine if you have your
what
family.
You miss.
And,
the
what
weddings,
you miss,
the funerals,
everything. And then you have to come up with some poor excuse as to why it causes strained relationships. And that's what you see. That's what you see. Mack goes back, and because he's wounded, because Bobby and Hunter left, and I think he wants to repair some other relationships, and I don't know if it really happens.
Agent Coulson, will we see him either go, I know you can't answer it, but your choice, go into the Avengers world again, or would you like to kind of go over there in Hell's Kitchen and see what's going on?
I like what's going on. It's funny, I was watching the new Daredevil season this morning before I came here. I'm watching Charlie Cox and John Bernthal tearing it up as the Punisher in Daredevil. There's no part of the Marvel Universe that doesn't seem appealing to me, but I'm really, we're shooting our last 3 or 4 episodes of season 3, which for my money has been our best season. I really like what the writers are doing there. I like the way that we have our own version of a kind of civil war brewing within our own team with Inhumans, and some of them bad, some of them seeming to move in a Hydra-ish direction. So really, especially going into those last couple episodes, that's where our focus is right now. And it's pretty cool what's going on there. So I'm happy there.
We see Coulson keep sort of testing Lincoln. Will there get to be a point where Lincoln really kind of proves himself, or will he keep? Is it fun for him to just keep testing him?
That becomes a big part of the episode that's on this coming week. That you're right. That is something. There's a wariness that Coulson has about Lincoln being. It's funny. He's dealing with a guy who responds to his emotions. This guy wants to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, but he questions his motives. How much of it is just to stay close to Daisy? And how safe is he having a field agent with powers with a temper like that? And it's ironic that Coulson's dealing with that when he's only at some point going to learn how much he has unleashed on the planet by his own response to his own emotions. I like that Coulson doesn't just give up on him right out of the gates, but seems interested in working with him, trying to help him get to a place where he can trust him. That's all I got. Anybody else?
How emotional was Coulson about losing some recent team members?
Coulson, I thought that was a really rough episode for Coulson, in that while he knew they were in dangerous territory in Russia, and while I knew that Malik had something cooking there, the way it goes down and the selfless acts that they took to protect S.H.I.E.L.D. put him in a position where he was fighting to save their lives. And the fact that he found a way to do that is a plus, but to just out of nowhere lose two agents like that was as brutal for him as it was for us to suddenly lose Adrian Palicki and Nick Blood, who we love, who are family members, even for the really cool reason of giving us a really exciting new show to watch on ABC in Marvel's Most Wanted. It still doesn't take the pain away. But it did give me the chance to be utterly wrecked, both the day we shot it and when I watched it at the performance by Henry Simmons.
But does Coulson have to stay stoic about it? He's still got a team to lead.
You know, for my money, he's got a really powerful nuclear emotional life that is just operating below the surface at all times, because that's what the job requires. How that comes out is anyone's guess.
Do you think it comes out by the end of this season?
I don't know. We got a couple more scripts. It'll be interesting to see them.
Will we see any more major cameos from anyone from the... you guys never can answer, but it's just cameos. Anyone coming in from the, Thor, Civil War, anyone gonna pop in?
There will be a returning S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who's been involved in our show and in the Marvel Universe outside of our show in the episode on Tuesday. That's I can say. More than that I cannot say.
Even I'm like, really?
Well, Coulson has lost two members of his team. Is he going to be bringing in more people to kind of fill those spots? I don't want to say fill the spots. That seems cold.
It's hard to say. He's got... It's always a balancing act, trying to keep it light, fast-moving, small enough that it can get in and out of places and take care of business with professionals he trusts. He's certainly got a really powerful new right hand in Mack. But it's no good to have another team member who you can't trust, who's volatile. So it's about what is that ideal number? I think it really depends. When you've got someone like Daisy who can, it seems like, knock a building down if she really gets pushed far enough, I don't know how many more he needs.
Time for more questions.
Did it make you look at your character differently at all to see this other side of him with his own family? I mean, he loses his work family, and then he's kind of reminded of the tension in his real family. Did it make you see him and how he acts any differently, learning that?
A little bit. Clark said something earlier. It's funny because when you go into a show, you create your own background, things of that nature. And the unique thing about television is that they create your background for you, but things you didn't even know about. Like, I didn't even know I had a brother. So it does make me look at things differently.
Yeah, you can just get an episode, just get a script one day. And I was in the circus.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Apparently, I juggle. I guess I better get a juggling coach by Wednesday.
Yeah, seriously.
I should have been juggling all along. Damn it! I would have had some clown makeup in my thing. I would have.
You have to roll with it, and you have to absorb that and keep moving forward and use it. And yeah, that's. Well, thank you.
Thank you.